Hmm. Hello.
Hi,
Oh,
Dom.
hi. Hi, Trang. Good morning.
Good morning, Dom.
How are you? You look so prepared today.
So prepare.
You look prepared today. Are you preparing for something?
I'm reading a book.
Oh, so you got up early because you're reading a book?
Um, I'm
Were
uh,
you reading a
I'm
book
prepared.
before this?
Yes,
Oh, that is why. Okay. What is the book about?
it's a technical book.
And
I'm prepare. I'm reading it to prepare
mhm.
for a project.
Oh, so it's for your project, your upcoming project. You're preparing for it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is good. Okay. So, are you going to do anything important today?
It's Saturday.
Oh, wow. Yes, it's Saturday. So, it's your day off.
Yeah, it's a day off.
Okay. I see. Do you have any plans? Nothing special?
Mm, I decided yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I asked my husband and my kids to go to swim together in the early morning.
Mm-hmm.
Today's early morning, but then
Mm-hmm.
suddenly I realized that I have a class with you,
Mm-hmm.
so we postpone that schedule into tomorrow morning. The reason
Oh.
that I want to go to swim in the early morning
Mm-hmm.
because the weather in Hanoi now is very extremely hot
Oh,
and
no.
everyone go to the
Uh-huh.
pool to relax. That the reason the pool's water quality is
Mm-hmm.
not good enough like
In
other
the beach.
season
Okay. Okay. I
and
understand.
swim in the early morning
Mm-hmm.
after a night.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the water is cleaner.
I see. Yeah, I understand. But I think you shouldn't have postponed it, but rather you have just adjusted it right after your class.
I check the pool. I go to the pool
Mm-hmm.
in the early morning another day
Mm-hmm.
in the week. Uh, and then I can see that after 6 p.m., after
Mm-hmm.
6 a.m., that there's a lot of people in the
Swimming
pool
already.
already.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's better if we will be there, you
Earlier.
know, earlier, like
Mm-hmm.
5 a.m.
I see. Yeah, it's congested and the pool's not as clean as it is when you first used it, right?
Mhm.
So I think, yeah, it's better if you go there early. But yes, I'm glad that you thought of going out with your family because I mean, apart from, experiencing, apart from swimming with your family, it's important that we hang out and spend time with our family. That's,
Mm,
I think, the best part of it, right? I mean, it's
yeah.
a good feeling that you dip into the pool. I love, I love swimming too. Although I really can't swim, Trang. That's why whenever you talk about it, I cannot contribute anything because I can't swim. It's just embarrassing because I am old. I still can't swim. I think I can, but just the, I don't know how you call that stroke. Dog sif. I don't know how you call it. Do you call it a dog move? I don't know. Just that, like that. When I'm in the water, I just do that so I wouldn't, get drowned. But I really can't swim. I don't know why. But the last thing I could remember, I'm afraid. That's why if people would ask me, which do you prefer when you travel? Would you like to go by plane or by boat? I always choose plane because I said, what if, what if, just what if the boat sinks? What should I do? I can't swim. So I'm always afraid of the water. I'm afraid of sharks. I don't know, maybe it's just me. What do you think about it? I have this fear of water, extreme
We
fear.
discussed about this topic
Uh-huh.
one time.
I understand,
So
but why do you think,
yeah,
what do you
my
think
advice
causes?
is
Mm-hmm.
hire professional coach, not a
For
normal professional coach, a
uh-huh.
professional coach that have experience to help people who scared of water,
Oh,
deep
to
water.
overcome. Uh-huh, to
They have
overcome.
experience to help people to know the water, to get used to it, to feel the water
I
is
always have
important.
this, you know that feeling like you enjoy water so much, right? Like when
But
you're in there, you can swim and like you're free. I, on the other hand, I feel like something's going to pull me down. That heavy feeling that I am not gonna float. I'm just gonna go down, something like that. And it's scary for me, really. Other than spiders, of course. Spiders are number one. I mean, it's number one on my list. Two is swimming. So I'm afraid of deep waters. And then we don't usually go out with my family. I don't remember any instances where we went out to go swimming. No. That's why you're lucky that you have time to spend with your family. So maybe you can take a photos of you and your family tomorrow and then you can share it with me.
mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, Trang, I have a question because this has been, a question I would like to ask you a long time ago. And it's good that we're going to talk about it today. So, what do you think is our topic about?
Animal trouble.
Animal trouble. Yes. So, what comes to your mind when you hear animal trouble?
Maybe the trouble that the kind of animal can give to human.
Or it could be the other way around, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's about animals in trouble that needs human help.
Ah, okay.
You were thinking that these animals are causing trouble?
I don't
Do you
know,
like
like a cat.
Oh, you don't like animals? That's my first question. Do you like animals?
No, I mean like a, you mean
Hmm.
when you talk about what what do you think if an animal can give trouble?
Uh-huh. What
Is
trouble can
yeah,
an
my answer
animal?
is like a cat. It,
So maybe you can say, what trouble can an animal do?
mm,
Uh-huh. So you think cats can cause trouble?
yes, it screw around. It destroy our furniture.
Furnitures, yes. Okay, I don't like cats too. I'm not a feline type of person. I'm a canine, not a feline.
Yeah,
But do you like animals in general?
I love animal
What kind of animal do you like? Or
dogs
animals? Oh, dogs. Wow, I love dogs.
and cat,
And
both of
cats too.
them.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm living in an apartment, so
Hmm.
it's not suitable to have a pet.
To have pets, yes, I understand. There are some establishments, I mean, like apartments who doesn't allow animals, right? They're very strict. They don't allow them to have animals. But in where I live, that's one thing I take into consideration. So if I move into an apartment, I always ask if it's allowed to have animals because I cannot just, um, throw them under the bus or throw them under a cliff. Like, just, I'm gonna move, leave them somewhere. I can't do that because I love my dog. Sometimes I don't eat just to make sure they have something to eat. That's how I have a connection with them. But other than these kinds of animals, do you have any animals in mind or any animal in the wild in particular that you like?
Mm, in particular that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I like pandas to start off.
what? Coming again?
I like pandas. Panda.
What is panda?
Uh-huh.
Panda.
I like panda. They're so cute. I don't know. They're just cute and fluffy.
So kind of animal in the natural, in the
Mm-hmm.
nature.
Uh-huh.
What about?
Have you ever been to the zoo, Trang?
Oh yeah.
You did? So what animals have you seen there that you like the most?
Mm, uh, mm, a kind of animal that look like kangaroo, but it's smaller. I
Kangaroo.
forgot the name.
It looks like a kangaroo, but
Yeah.
smaller. Are there any breeds of
Wallaby.
how do you spell that?
Wallaby.
Wallaby.
Yeah, wallaby.
Oh, this is oh, it's also a kangaroo.
No, it's not kangaroo. It's a kind
Is
of
wallaby.
um,
Is not they're closely related.
it's a kind of
Marsupials.
macropodida. Podida. My maker. Yeah, you see, wallaby is not a kangaroo.
Uh-huh. So it is not a wow, this is the first time I've seen a wallaby.
So a kangaroo it's big
Mm-hmm.
and strong and dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Do you think
I
these wallabies are good as pets?
as good as fat
Uh-huh. Do you think wallabies are good as pets?
as pet.
Mm-hmm.
So uh people only found five
Mm-hmm.
found
Found.
kangaroo and wallaby and its family in Australia.
Mm.
And Australia's laws is a very no, let me choose.
So are wallabies good pets? Now, according here, native to Australia, wallabies can make great pets if you raise them properly and wallaby proof your home. For the oh, why? For the first year, they should remain in the home. In the home. Afterwards, they need a rather large player if you do have hopping room. Oh, they still grow, but not as large as kangaroos. Oh, okay. You can pet them, but you really have to put them in a bigger place when they grow up because you don't want to see them hopping around your house. Okay, that's why they called it wallaby proof. So, do you think if you'd have a chance, you would like to take care of a wallaby?
I think so.
Mm,
Wallaby is so cute and safe and friendly, and when a wallaby mom get
Mm-hmm.
have a baby,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because wallaby have a bag in front of
A
them,
pouch, yes.
and it's so cute when you see a wallaby
Mm-hmm.
baby,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sitting
Inside
inside a
their
bag.
mother's pouch, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, if you ask me about what kind of animal that I like in the
Mm-hmm.
nature, so
Mm-hmm.
wallaby is my answer.
So which one do you prefer? Having these wallabies in your care like a pet or out in the wild?
Out in a while,
Do you prefer them in captive or free?
free, of course.
Hmm.
That's
But you said you wanted them to be your pets.
no, my answer when you
Mm-hmm.
ask me that, do you think wallaby is can be a pet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to answer that
Question.
question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chewing. Yeah, I just forget vocabulary.
Uh-huh.
So if considering about natural
Mm-hmm.
native wallaby or raise a
Mm-hmm.
wallaby like a pet,
Mm-hmm.
I love this situation more. That I have a house, like a small house that nearby a
Mm-hmm.
forest, and that wallaby living in the forest
Mm-hmm.
nearby my garden, and they can
Oh.
visit my garden day by day, and I can
Mm-hmm.
feed them and be friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of my friends who visit his daughter in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
she had she has a house like that
Mm-hmm.
nearby a forest, have a
Mm-hmm.
garden, and have some kangaroo visit
Mm-hmm.
their house day by day. And he shared the experience of feeding the kangaroo. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because they feed the kangaroo like every day if they can. So
Mm-hmm.
the kangaroo is so friendly with that family, even though
Oh,
in the nature, kangaroo is kind of not family, not
not
friendly
friendly. Yeah. Uh-huh.
animal.
But it I mean it doesn't happen to just kangaroos, right? To any animals. As long as you give them food, they keep coming back,
Yeah, it is,
right?
and it's familiar with your friend.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I love if that wallaby, the wallaby can live in the nature,
Right.
like a forest that they like, and we can live with them as a neighbor.
Mhm. Well, actually, I love watching animal documentary. Do you like watching animals documentary too, like Animal Planet, history, or something about, nature and animals? Do you like watching documentaries like that?
I like it. I
I
like it.
like it too, and I see the difference. I mean, there are a lot of animals that have been held captive, but in a good way, like in the zoo, right?
Yeah,
So
I
they have.
don't like
Hmm.
animal in a zoo,
Why not?
in a small zoo,
Hmm.
because some some animal they have to keep them in a case, in a big case,
Right.
and those these animals are losing, not are losing, they lost their freedom.
Hmm. So, what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of zoos?
While a zoo can keep animal out of, let's say, extinction, extinction,
Right. Extinction. Right.
extinction,
Good
uh,
choice of word.
extinction,
Mm.
extinction. Okay, extinction,
Extinction. Right.
extinction,
Right.
extinction.
Extinction. Correct.
But I believe that the extensions of a kind of animals depend
Mm-hmm.
on human
Mm-hmm.
first, because we catch them, we hunt them, and we kill them first.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we try to build some kind of zoo that have
Mm-hmm.
a very like typical function to take care for like rare
Mm-hmm. Rare
animals.
animals.
Yeah.
Isn't that
So,
the purpose of zoos anyway? Because there are people who's been very abusive, right?
mhm.
So I think one of the advantages of zoos is to take care of these nearly extinct animals. So they try to reproduce them and give them back to the nature as soon as they, are.
If I'm living in a zoo, like
Mhm,
if I am an
mhm,
animal and living in the zoo, and
mhm,
after years that feeding by human, how can I survive
in the
if
wild
I
again.
have to back to nature?
Right. I
I
under
I
I
don't have
understand
skill.
your point. I
Yeah.
understand. That's actually what happens to animals when they have been kept for a long time. They forget how to hunt by themselves because they are, given food every day. So they rely on human instead of their skills. So some animals tend to forget how to hunt and they cannot survive in the wild few years later, correct? I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what you're trying to say, correct? But the case here is for some animals who's extinct, they try to um, reproduce them first. Soon as they reproduce them, if they have sufficient numbers of animals, again, they release them in the wilds.
Mm,
That's
I
what
see.
people do in the zoo. So they bred them as soon as they have a large number release them again, they free them in the wild. That's why they have safari, like huge
Safari.
safari, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't just contain them in a small enclosure. They still teach them how to hunt, but in a very close contact with animals. So they
Mm,
can still, um, see how well they do outside an enclosure. So they still give them, but the purpose today, in our day and age, their purpose is to help them reproduce because some extinct animals completely became extinct because there are no guidance from humans. So
mm-hmm.
sometimes humans still has to intervene with animals,
Mm-hmm.
otherwise they will become completely extinct. Like i I once saw an animal documentary about this turtle, not a turtle, a tortoise. I'm not sure though if it's a tortoise, but it's a huge one. And they said there is only one of those left from the Galapagos Island. The huge turtle with huge shell and long neck, just the huge one. They said it's about to go extinct. So what they did, they had a couple, they made it, they tried to reproduce. Many have failed, but as soon as they get a huge number, they tried to, release them back in the wild. So I think there is a benefit. The only downside when you are for some animals in the zoo is, yeah, I understand. Some of them became incapacitated. So when they are incapacitated, they cannot hunt for themselves. They cannot, survive without humans by their side, right? But
Mm-hmm.
um I think they're not like it was before. There are still some zoos, but I think, yeah, people have changed over the decades. Before, they used it just for an attraction. But I can see there's faith in humanity these days. Because when I was a kid, I just see, zoo animals out captive, just that. So it's just for human attraction. It does it. They just feed it because that's what they use for people to come there and see those animals. But today, I can really see that there are a lot of people who really wants to take care of these animals and are really concerned about animals. But I
Mm,
believe you, they are better off in the wild. Right? Yeah, I got your point. Okay, so these animals, are they essential to humans?
essential.
Uh-huh.
So the first wallaby that I see is in the safari in
Mm-hmm.
Australia,
Right,
and
exactly.
they're so friendly, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I met wallaby
Mm-hmm.
who is taking care for a baby in
Uh-huh.
the front back, and it's stand in the grass, and
Mm-hmm.
ha- it has a beautiful eyes
Mm-hmm.
and look at us. It's very friendly.
I know, yes, they are so cute, but sometimes do not be so deceived.
Oh yeah, of course. Some
Right? They look
busy.
cute, but still, if these animals are from the wild, you know, you can never tell. So you still
Mm-hmm.
need to be extra careful because they still have this capacity. I mean, they have this tendency, especially you saw a mom taking care of its kid. Sometimes these animals are territorial. So if you come across it, they might still hurt you. Even those monkeys, if you've seen videos in Facebook, right?
Oh,
There are these
monkey.
monkey,
Monkey is dangerous.
right? They give food, and then I saw someone, she's just giving food, and then suddenly she bit the her skin
Yeah,
from this one off. Oh
and
my god!
they trying to stole, not stole, but flip
Yes, uh-huh.
rough.
Steal things, right?
It's yeah, still think.
So they steal things. So when they see you, you have your bag, they'll just pull it off from you. So they get your things. That's because that's how how do you I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, it's good that they are free. I don't know, but I think it's in China. I'm not sure though if it's in China. But how do you feel about that?
Panda.
No, 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 not panda. Pandas are okay, they are aggressive, but not so aggressive. What I'm talking about are monkeys. How do you
Monkey.
feel about these people? Like, I don't know if I'm just not sure where is that, but they have monkeys around. They feed the monkey, they give monkeys food, and then suddenly these monkeys starts to steal things. These
Not
monkeys
still.
help
They rough.
people. They rob, yeah, they rob people. So how do you feel about that?
Oh, be careful to visit a monkey's garden.
Mm-hmm.
We just now know the monkey's behavior. They
Mm-hmm.
smart
Mm-hmm.
and maybe too smart.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they do that because we allow them to. That is why in that particular place, I think they should, draw a borderline. Like, yeah, there are places wherein you can have an interaction with the monkeys, but let them, you know, to let them in your village and be a part of it, that's where the conflict begins. That's just my opinion. I think they should have, cap like a borderline. Yeah, there are
Like a
places for
net.
monkey, but to let them live in that village and they start to rob things, steal things, hurt people, I think they shouldn't have allowed that to happen in the first place.
Now
They let those animals in.
there's a lot of people have
Hmm.
experience about robbery by a monkey.
Hmm. I'm
But
not sure. Is it in Africa? or in China. I'm not sure.
In Vietnam, there's a lot of monkey garden,
Oh, really? There were monkeys
like
there too?
evenly like a very big garden, and not garden but area
A, a
that
village?
village,
I think it's a village, right?
that people keep um the forest and everything for the monkey to
Uh-huh.
live, and they
Mm-hmm.
build a road circle, yeah, in the
Uh-huh.
forest that
Secured.
people can, yeah, walk in the
Mm-hmm.
forest,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's what I'm
monkeys
talking about.
everywhere. If you bring
Yeah.
food, the
Uh-huh.
monkey will come to visit you. They will
Mm-hmm.
recognize, and they will come to visit you and ask for the
Mm-hmm.
food. And if
Mm-hmm.
you bring a phone or something in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
they will rough you. So there is a notice, now a warning before
Mm-hmm.
everyone come to visit monkey in that garden, in that
Area.
forest,
Uh-huh.
that be careful, do not take a photo or
Mm-hmm.
bring, yeah, anything that could be rubbed by a
Mm-hmm.
monkey. So
That's what I'm talking about, Trang. Like what you're telling me right now, it's good because there is a designated place for that animal. So they can live in peace but apart from people. So if you wanted to see monkeys, you can just go there, visit them. What I'm talking about are those people who let these animals live with them.
okay,
So it
a
became a
monkey too.
community. Yeah, so there are monkeys everywhere. It's like a village. So there are people, there are monkeys there too. So it became a part of their household. Like there are monkeys everywhere. So that's the thing.
Yeah,
What you're telling me is better because there's a designated place.
I have to be honest that if
Hmm.
I living in a house and there's some monkeys living in the
Hmm.
garden like that, what do you mean? That's what you mean?
No, no. Those monkeys are native. It's there. It became a part of them. You can see one there right beside you. You walk out of your door, there are monkeys. They are everywhere. They let them into the village
Mm-hmm.
and lived with them. So it's natural to see them like every day. It's a normal day. You go out, there are monkeys everywhere, stealing food
It's
everywhere,
okay.
bro.
I think so. If those monkey behavior is
They don't.
nice, that
They
will
don't.
they don't.
They don't.
So
That's the problem.
if people who accept those
Mhm,
monkey and
mhm,
their behavior, maybe they have a friendship with that monkey, and that monkey is not, that monkey doesn't rough them. I don't
mhm,
know, but
mhm.
yeah, I think that if those monkeys can visit their house every day, may, maybe there could be a friendship between them.
If
And
it's friendship,
mhm.
but the way I see it in that video, it's not friendship. It's survival.
Oh, okay. So what
S-
happened in the video that you saw?
In that video I saw, it looks like those monkeys are not pets. It's a part of them. So there are
Mhm.
monkeys everywhere. You see monkeys begging for food. You see monkeys stealing. You see monkeys biting. You see monkeys jumping off the fence, electrocuted. So they are actually doing ways to manage them, but it's already too late because they already let those monkeys live with them. It was
Uh-huh.
just late when they realized they had this fence, the electric fences to keep them to ward them off rather. So it's too late when they realized they had to do that. They already let those monkeys in. So these monkeys try to get in because we're used we were used to living here. Now you wanted to push us back, and it's no longer working for them. It's too late because it's in their village. So you can see that some tourists were happy seeing monkeys, but you'll see their, they steal their bags, their cell phones, their eyeglasses, everything. So I think they should have left those monkeys like in Vietnam. If you want to see monkeys, you have to go to this place. And there are tour guides that would tell you, okay, be careful not to bring these things because these monkeys were. It's okay that way because you're aware that there are monkeys there, right? You can visit, see them, you can interact with them, but in that place, not in this village like monkeys everywhere. It's a different story. So that's what I saw there. In that video, monkeys are everywhere. And also, I don't know why are there. I mean, snakes are everywhere because it's, they're thriving. They're thriving to survive. So it's just, I don't know. So there are, how do you feel about that? I mean, I don't feel good. There are snakes. Just imagining it. Look, can you see that? Just imagine it. Are you a snaky type of person? I can't imagine. Oh my God. So there are snakes, leopards. Oh no. I mean, I like animals, but can you imagine? Where's that country? I forgot that name of the name of that country or a place where there are crocodiles just nearby. I don't know if you.
Crocodile nearby.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do you know that?
Oh, but the
I don't know.
crocodile can crawl on the land and attack people, attack human. Country where crocodile live.
Let's see if we can find that one because there are countries. I just don't know what
India, Sri
country.
Lanka, Southeast Asia, and Australia. Maybe Vietnam, Southeast Asia.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
for
in your
example,
country, in Philippines, crocodiles are found in the
mhm,
northern.
yes, but people are afraid of crocodiles, so we still build houses away from crocodiles. But
Yeah,
I've seen like this is a golf park, and I've seen a crocodile, just there. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's see if we can find it in YouTube.
and you know what? The first time that I saw a crocodile,
Hmm.
uh, they just lie there, like they didn't move, make a move, like lie there, like a fake crocodile. And you can lie there all day long.
How about that?
Oh,
Oh, it's in Florida. I told you, Florida golf course. See, there are
uh, the
crocodiles
one that
there.
taking the video is a brave man.
Would Kawatra, would you like to live in a place like this? Look at that.
It's
And some,
creepy.
I know. See, that's what I'm talking about. How would you feel if you're playing golf, then suddenly one would pop up like that?
Oh, in a golf.
It's a golf course.
Uh,
See, it's a golf course. What if you're just playing golf and then suddenly one would pop up like that? No, 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 I don't like it. That's what I'm talking about. See, they,
does a crocodile? Does crocodile can run so fast when
yes,
they want to to reach a target?
yes, they can. They can
Yeah,
run fast. And
they
look at
can
this
run
one.
fast
See,
in a short distance
there,
if
look,
they
Chang.
want.
It's a house. Massive alligator casually walks across golf course.
Oh,
See, it's there. It's not a pet. It's a wild crocodile.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. No, see, that's the
What is
problem because
this? A crocodile
it
is
is a
diving
crocodile.
in a pool?
I think they're trying to
Alligator in our pool.
alligator.
What the?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to pet it.
Oh, keep the baby away.
That's the problem with some people. They are trying to pet wild animals. These are still wild animals. No matter how you pet it, you
Even
cannot be too sure.
uh, the crocodile can be a baby crocodile, but
I know.
it can bite the baby.
I know. That's why I said no, that's not a good idea.
Mm.
They're
And I
trying to
believe
pet it.
that parents is recording the video.
I don't know how you would feel about this, but they're trying to pet crocodiles.
What the hell?
See? There. No. Let's see.
Oh,
I don't know. How would you feel about this? Let's see. They're petting was there. So they're trying to pet
oh,
it.
I know. You see, oh,
That's what I'm talking about. They let these animals in. They could have lived peacefully in the wild, but to let them live with you is a different story.
oh.
I still don't feel comfortable. I mean, maybe these crocodiles aren't attacking them because
The
it's already
baby in
full.
the house.
There are children everywhere.
Okay,
Mm.
children everywhere.
How do you feel about that?
Maybe because that crocodile uh was fed by its
Fed.
owner. It
Although
fed by its owner for a long time, so it's quite a fat
it
crocodile.
it's a factor why those crocodiles are tamed. It is because they're full. Can you see the body? That's that massive body. So it's obvious that the person who took care of that crocodile keep on feeding that crocodile. So
Mhm.
obviously that crocodile is not hungry, so it's not attacking them,
Yeah, keep it full.
right?
But if he forgot to feed it a day,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, maybe they have a vacation
Mm-hmm.
for couple days and then they come back
And it's
and
hungry.
and the crocodile is hungry and
See, the look at your reaction, Drang. Till it's still not. I mean, you can, but it's not gonna work, right? It's still different. Like if you have dogs, even can you imagine that instinct that we have? Even if it's a dog, right? You know, dogs can be pet, but if those dogs did not live with you, you still don't dare to touch them,
yeah, of course.
right? But
I
those are
only
just
thought if
dogs. Uh huh.
yeah, I know the dog.
Uh huh.
But you know what?
But
Some kind of dog
crocodile.
is really friendly now. They
Mhm.
forget their natural skills of recognize
What dog?
like unknown people and worth to
Bark?
notice that
They
what
bark, people? What do you mean? So there are these new breed of dogs that they bark on strangers?
no
Bark like woof woof on strangers bark.
bark.
Barking.
Uh-huh. So some kind of dogs that I see them now in like a restaurant, they
Hmm.
forgot to they
Bark.
just don't bark in unknown people anymore. Like they welcome
Oh.
everyone.
Oh. So dogs that are friend. What kind of dog is that?
There's a lot of dogs
And they,
living
I
in the
mean,
city,
mhm.
and now they just
What breed
friendly with everyone.
are
Like the
they?
dog that I met 2 days ago in the way I come back home after work.
Mhm.
That
Well,
dog,
actually, there are tamed and there are dogs that are really friendly to human, but there are some dogs that aren't really human
of
friendly.
course, I
But
know.
it depends on how you breed them or how you raise them.
Mm-hmm. How
Because if
the owner raised them.
raise the dog,
Okay.
yes. Because there are actually dogs that are scary looking, but they are very friendly because they were raised friendly. There are some dogs who doesn't look like I mean, there are some dogs who are aggressive looking, but they aren't really aggressive. But there are some dogs who doesn't look scary and aggressive, but they are really aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter which size. But my, but dogs that are usually aggressive are fed with raw.
Friend with
That's what
what?
fed raw. That's what makes dogs aggressive. You give them raw
Mm-hmm.
meat, like raw, like like real
Vomit.
flesh, raw meat, not
Mm-hmm.
cooked, raw, like
Mm-hmm.
fresh, like with blood. So they start to crave for blood. Based on my
Oh.
understanding, okay, they feed them with raw
Mm-hmm.
meat, like with bones, meat, tendons, like from a dead animal, not cooked
Mm-hmm.
animal. So that's what makes them aggressive,
Mm.
like pit bulls,
Pitbull.
right? Like this. So that's what makes them wild. So they feed them with raw. See, that's their diet, raw meat. So they eat raw meat. And that's what makes this pit bull aggressive. There are some places in America that they ban pit bulls for being so wild. There are lots of cases where they bite other people, not the owner, of course, but they became very aggressive because part of their diet is eating raw meat.
Oh, there is a story in Vietnam
Hmm.
that a dog owner tried to, the dog is trying to attack another one, and then the owner tried to protect that one, and finally died by his dog.
Hmm.
Maybe,
What?
yeah, you know
Yeah.
the
So
ways that
did you mean that dog bit the owner?
at
Because
first the dog attacked another one, and the owner is so confident and have belief that his dog
uh-huh,
won't attack him,
him.
but
And it
then the
did.
dog attack him. He
Oh.
bites him, and the injured so
Uh-huh.
huge that he passed away.
Oh my
The
god.
real story.
Yes. I know, yes, because these dogs, especially this breed, pit bulls, they have the capacity, they have this, they lockjaw. They call it lockjaw. So when they bite you, you can't remove it. They lock
Oh,
their jaw.
there's a lot of story in the internet about,
Pit bull.
yeah, people and another kind of hound that
Mhm.
raise as the pet, and maybe the way that the owner raised the hound,
Are aggressive.
yeah,
Yeah.
make them aggressive.
Hmm. Yeah, one thing is their diet. First, they love because they have this. I don't know. Um, for some people, they want to see these dogs fighting. That's what makes these animals aggressive. Because if it's a pet, what they like is just to be pet, right? So I think that's what happens. All right. So I think, Trang, we're going to talk more about this one in your next lesson. So we're going to, ta define them.
Write the words from the box into the correct place in the
Mhm.
diagram.
Can you give me an
Pets,
idea and we'll talk about it in your next lesson? Can you give me an idea
animal.
what this diagram is about?
They separate. They sort of uh animals into group, including pet and wild and farm animal.
Mhm.
The wild
Yes,
animal maybe including uh, giraffe, giraffe.
giraffe.
Oh, giraffe.
It's
Okay,
a
we
giraffe. Yes,
giraffe
you're correct. So in
and
your next
crocodile
lesson,
and
we're
kangaroo.
going to know their classifications.
Classification,
Right,
classification. Yeah,
right.
classification.
Okay, so that makes perfect sense. So we're going to classify these animals and we're going to know more about the importance, the advantages, and disadvantages of these animals. But of course, other than that, there's a reason why we're going to talk about that topic is for you to be able to express an entire story with a better way of constructing your English grammar, of course. Okay, so that ends our lesson today. Thank you so much, Strang. So we're going to talk more about animals and their classifications and grammar grammar construction in your next lesson.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Strang. You have a great day, and please take photos of you and your family tomorrow. Have fun. Okay,
Yeah. Bye bye.
goodbye for now, Trang. See you.